To the Sunday Nighter, and this is my first live bet stream of the year, baby. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Dallas Cowboys right here on Pub Sports Radio. I will be hosting, and I'm very excited. And I want to bet the under. I want to have some money on the under when the game starts. I need to figure out exactly how I want to live bet this. And I'd like to do that work right here. Buccaneers 13-4, 6-3 on the road last season. Cowboys 12-5 last year, 5-3 at home at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. And I'm so excited about getting a chance to do the live stream. We do start on Thursday night with Dutch Boy Fresh. We're gonna have so much fun with these live streams. Let's start with the line history here in the Bucs Cowboys and see what we are dealing with. The Sunday Nighter, baby. This one's going to be fun. The Bucs open up at -2. They're now -2.5. Now, they were -1 today, this morning. There was a 1.5 move towards them this morning. From a total standpoint, opened up at 52, and it's already down to 50.5. But it was at 50. So it's come up a little bit. Interesting. I really want to hear your comments in the chat about this game. I really want to hear it because I want to fire shots on Sunday night. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one. Buccaneers, Cowboys, Brady, Prescott, 16,304 tickets in. 61% of tickets, 66% of the cash on the Buccaneers. Markets move towards them. 65% of tickets and 96% of cash on the under, and it's moved from 52 to 50, but back up to 50.5. So, Tom Brady, a perfect 6-0 versus the Cowboys in his career. Last year, 5,316 yards passing. Go along with 43 touchdowns and 12 picks. Quacta says love the over again. Ron Crawford says over. Well, this is why we talk these things out. And DX Filer has the Chargers to win the division at +275. Prince of the City says Bebsy's bet against Tom Terrific in all 17 games already. Yes, he's not a fan of Tom Terrific, who looks like he's having marital problems, which for people who are filled with jealous rage puts a smile on their faces. The Bucs have a ton of injuries. We have to start with the Bucs injuries. Ryan Jensen, Pro Bowl center, injured reserve, not done for the year. He has been replaced by Robert Hainsey. Hainsey looked like he wasn't going to be able to play. It looks like he will be able to play. He's battling through injuries. Aaron Stinney, starting guard, done for the season, torn left ACL and MCL. He was supposed to be the one to replace Ali Marpet, who retired. Chris Godwin working his way back from the torn ACL. Russell Gage got hurt this summer, but he's expected to be ready to go. Julio Jones joins the club. Gronkowski, of course, retires. Jason Pierre-Paul, Ndamukong Suh, both gone. Holes on the defensive line. They bring in Carl Nassib. They sign Akeem Hicks. And maybe you get a full year of Vita Vea. We know what he does when he's there in the middle, stopping the run. Logan Ryan and Keanu Neal come in to replace Jordan Whitehead. Keanu Neal to replace Jordan Whitehead. Everybody seems to be waiting for Mike McCarthy to be fired and Sean Payton to be hired in Dallas. This Dallas offense is expected to take a step back this year. They took a massive hit when Tyron Smith got hurt, 17-16 without Smith on the field. Now they have their 21-year-old first-round pick who people thought went too early, Tyler Smith. A ton of pressure on him, and he lines up with 40-year-old vet Jason Peters to protect Prescott. 4,449 yards last year, 37 touchdowns, 10 picks for Dak. Zeke coming off a decent year. I thought it was worse in my head, and I was like, oh, he did go over 1,000, but just simply doesn't seem as dominant this last 2 years. Gallup and James Washington are out, so you can double CD, and then Schultz maybe open. Jalen Tolbert has got to step up immediately. This Cowboys defensive interior is vulnerable. They lose Randy Gregory, but most of the starters in like Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, DeMarcus Lawrence, Anthony Brown are all back. The secondary is stronger than it's ever been. Diggs, Brown, Kearse, Hooker are all back, ready to improve on a big 2021. I am very interested, Andy, because I'm going to be live Sunday night. Can't wait to hear your breakdown. Take it away. The Sunday Nighter, Buccaneers, Cowboys.
Yeah, I like the under, and I'm pissed that I missed the move. It was something I talked about with someone last week. And I was just kind of waiting for a few things, and sure enough, we get smacked for a couple points today. There's still 51s, still may be a move, especially if I get maybe we get some game day over. This is a Sunday night game, and the public money doesn't always move stuff, but boy howdy, it would be great if the public could get the shit kicked out of them all day and then hammer this over. This is one I'll be monitoring up to game time. If we get pushed back to like 52, I like this under quite a bit. You have the problems with the offensive line for Tampa Bay, and you have the pieces to play a bit of an underneath the offense. It's a smart coach, smart coaching staff there. We've seen this, obviously a completely different team coaching staff. We've seen this in the playoffs one time with Brady, where they were having troubles with the offensive line, and they were facing a bunch of good pass rushes, and they just started to get the ball out in like under 2 seconds per drop back. Like, you're not going to hit him if he's throwing it in like 1.9 seconds every time. It just doesn't work. You can't get there quick enough. So I'd like to see that from this offense. I think that's the smart move. I think that's what you'll see. This offense is capable of having that kind of underneath check down, dink and dunk offense, especially if you have a problem with the offensive line. And then Dallas is kind of in the same boat. And the only owner in the league who gets to call plays has said they want to run the ball more, and they want to run the ball with their worst running back in Zeke. And if we see more Zeke than Pollard, this offense might get stuck in the muds at time. Not that Zeke is bad, but he's not as good as he once was. And it's not a league where running first is ever the right answer. So I do like this under quite a bit, especially with the Dallas wide receivers dinged up. I like Tolbert. I have a Rookie of the Year ticket on him strictly because of the injuries and opportunity he gets, but it doesn't always happen from week one. And hopefully he doesn't get quite going in week one, at least from a scoring standpoint. Maybe give me a 99-yard touchdown fumble or a 99-yard catch, fumble it out of the end zone kind of thing. The best play in Underland. But yeah, this is almost certainly going to be on the card, especially if it moves up. And I fully agree with the move to the under.
So, do you think then that I should wait? I'm going to start the live. I live bet Sunday, Monday. I'm going to start with $1,000 in the account, and but I do think that my live bet firing, I think, is going to be just $50 a live bet, because I want to be comfortable making multiple bets quickly and not like nervous about it at all. But I would like to have some under before we go in. But do you think I'm wise to wait? Because we've seen it go from 50 to 50.5 here in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. It might keep moving, and I might just not get this bet in. And sometimes you miss your market entry and it sucks, but it could be a live betting opportunity for you. But I'm gonna wait till Sunday, especially God. There's something. I bet all offshore. It's not legal here, so I love having a paper ticket. Something about that. So I would love this number to get bet up a little by the public on Sunday afternoon and get me a nice under ticket. Wasn't this the opener last year? Dallas Tampa?
I believe so.
I think this was the Thursday night game that started Vegas for me last year.
What are your expectations on the Buccaneers rush defense this year?
Again, if you get a full year of the big guy in the middle, you should be fine, right? Like, it's still going to be good up there if Vita's healthy, and you bring in. I don't know, I'd have to look at how Hicks was as a generally as a rush defender. Bringing in some pieces there, and Hicks, and brought in Logan Ryan as a deep safety, Keanu Neal. I guess it depends what kind of defense they call. That's a good question to be answered come Sunday when we watch some of this. See what kind of defenses they're deciding to run here. As far as, when you replace two pieces like that in both safeties, and yeah, that's it. That's an interesting one for sure. I think they're going to be fine. Again, Vita Vea sometimes can eat up three guys. I guess it doesn't matter if Akeem Hicks is good or not. Rush defense, if you got a big body like that, just a mountain of a man eating up people. So I think they'll be okay. They've always been good past few years at linebacker. And if Zeke's running these stupid little, leak outs where they try to throw him the ball out of the backfield, that's gonna be fine. That shit just hasn't worked. So I think this could be an ugly one. I hate it that it's a Sunday night and I'm betting it under, but ish.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Sunday night. And it may just be the Kraken talking, but I can't wait for Sunday night. May need to get a new bottle for Sunday night. All right, let's move on to Monday night.
We at Pub Sports Radio are doing our own Cappers contest. $100 entry fee. We will all be competing against each other. Every single cent that's put in will go into the prizes.
You've got 5 picks every week. If you go to pubsportsradio.com, you buy yourself that little ticket that you see on the website right there. Just hit add a cart. You buy the little ticket right there. And after you buy the ticket, you'll get an email with a link and a specific password for you to log in, make your picks, and all that good jam.
So it coincides, of course, with a survivor pool. 1 pick per week, sports survivor pool. That's exciting. We're having a Cappers contest, 5 picks against the spread each week, and a survivor contest. We all get to toast the victors and roast the losers. The Cappers contest at Pub Sports Radio. All you have to do is go to pubsportsradio.com to sign up.